I hope you're having a great day. Well, today we're going to talk about why it's difficult for some people to wake up in the morning. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be an early riser and all of that stuff, There's a lot of this stuff about, some people wake up early in the morning to seize the day. And it is true, the earlier you wake up before the rest of the world wakes up, subject to the fact that you've got sufficient quality sleep, it could be beneficial for you because while the world is sleeping, your phone's not ringing, no one's chatting with you. You can use that time to meditate, to pray, to go through your emails, to plan how your day is going to pan out, maybe do a little bit of exercise or yoga or all of that stuff. So yes, it is true that you can seize the day based on the time that you start your day. Now, most people have a problem of waking up without feeling tired. And there are 2 or 3 points that we have to look. Of course, we're not going over the common sense points where if you sleep late, automatically, you're going to have issues. If you're sleep deprived, you will obviously wake up tired in the morning. If your sleep is disturbed in the night, you will obviously wake up tired in the morning. What we're trying to do is, number one, understand that most people who eat their dinner late and sleep almost immediately, even with a gap of 30 minutes to an hour, will have a problem waking up in the morning. Because what happens is, we have to leave enough of time for digestion of our food, which is why it is recommended that you eat earlier in the evening, like early evening, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock before sunset, whatever works for you according to your program. So you have sufficient time to digest your food. Because now imagine you eat a meal and you sleep within 30 to 40 minutes or even an hour or even an hour and a half. A normal meal, be it vegetarian, would probably take about 3 to 3.5 hours to digest. A non-vegetarian meal could take anywhere between 4 to 6 hours to digest, depending on the kind of animal protein that you ate. So what happens is, I eat my meal, I don't leave sufficient time, and I go to sleep. My body's prepared to sleep, I sleep, and then I have a carbohydrate breaking down in my system or digesting. Now what happens when a carbohydrate digests? The job of carbohydrate digesting is to produce energy. Of course, that energy is not enough to wake us up, but it is definitely messing around with our cycles and quality of our sleep. So that's the number one thing. You want to start disciplining yourself to eat and leave a sufficient gap before you sleep every night. That's number one. Number two really has nothing to do with your food and stuff like that. You have to look at exercise. There are very few people who can work out at night and have a great night of sleep. Few people can, but most people, if you're working out intensely towards the latter part of the evening or towards night, we need to understand, what does energy do? What does exercise do? It energizes our body. It may make us feel fatigued because we've gotten tired doing that exercise, but it energizes all our cells. So sometimes you cannot sleep at night because you've exercised too late in the evening, and because you've not got the right quality of sleep, you find it difficult to wake up in the morning. Now, the main point that I'm talking about today, this is to do with children, adults, teenagers, or everyone else. Go back to your younger days or even your adult days. If there's something exciting for you to wake up to, like your child, observe your child. If they have a picnic the next day, they will wake up even before you wake up in the morning. They have something exciting to look forward to, and they will be out of bed without the alarm or without anything else. Go back to our lives, adults. If you have an early morning flight to catch, something's playing on your head, you will automatically wake up, check your phone to see if you're on time or you're going to miss your flight or whatever, and sometimes without an alarm, you'll wake up. If you have something really exciting happening for you the next day, you will automatically wake up with energy. You will not crawl out of bed, you will jump out of bed. So the point I'm trying to make is the human mind plays a huge role in deciding on how you're going to wake up the next morning. Besides all the other facts that we spoke about, the last thought that you have in your mind before you sleep will dictate how you wake up in the morning. You see, when people are going through depression, when people don't want to face the next day, when people are going through, a lot of anxiety or depression, or they don't want to face the next day, they find it very difficult to wake up the next morning. The human body wants to sleep more and more because your subconscious mind is already filled with the fear of next day. So to overcome your fear, your body keeps you sleeping more and more. But the opposite of that is when there's something exciting happening, the human body enables you to wake up immediately and jump out of bed, which is why it is so important for you to choose the thoughts or what you're watching or what you're listening to before you sleep every night. When you watch the news and there's fear and there's all of these emotions in your mind and something like that, basically you sleep with the wrong negative emotion. Sometimes the body doesn't want to wake up. It doesn't want to wake up. If you're already visualizing your day to be a terrible day, why are Mondays so bad for most people across the world? Because we've been made to believe that it's a blue Monday, it's a sad Monday, it's a hectic Monday. Monday is going to be a day of gloom because it follows the weekend. So automatically your mind doesn't want to wake up and face a Monday. But Tuesday is the same as a Monday. You're doing the same work on a Monday that you're doing on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or whatever it is. It's your subconscious mind that's been programmed to believe that it's a blue Monday and Mondays are hectic days and all of that stuff. You change that thinking and your Mondays will automatically get better. So my point is, it is so important that 15 minutes before your bedtime is so sacred for you. It is so sacred for you to visualize how you want your day to be the next day. If you have 10 things that you're not looking forward to the next day, believe me, you will struggle to get out of bed because your body doesn't want to face that day because your subconscious mind has already imprinted in its subconscious that it's not something that this body is looking forward to. So what's the best way out? Continue sleeping, and you got to drag yourself out of bed. It is so important for us to understand the emotional connection with every aspect of your life, your body, your health, your dietary choices, your exercise, your relationships, your careers, and everything else. You may have a bad day tomorrow, but what you can visualize before going to sleep is something good that's going to happen the next day for you. You know, your entire day is not going to be bad. You're going to wake up and see your family. You're going to wake up and meet your friends. Something good in that day has to be embedded in your subconscious mind before you go to sleep. Because if it's going to be something negative or there's no purpose for the next day, your body will decide to sleep more and more. Always go back to the example. When there's something exciting happening, you wake up without an alarm clock, you will jump out of bed. If it's a holiday that you're flying out, if you're flying out to the Maldives or some holiday destination, you will jump out of bed. All of us are not going to be like in bed and hitting the snooze button and all of that stuff. So again, why is that happening? It is your thought. It is your thought, it is your subconscious mind that translates that into an emotion. And that's why sometimes we say the best meditation is sleep. Because when you sleep, it cuts off everything from your life. And one night of good sleep can work better than 1 hour of meditation. It is so powerful for you because you don't even have to try not to let the thoughts come. You don't have to try to silence your mind. Sleep is that natural drug which is given to us but highly misused to rejuvenate us, to make us better, to heal our hormonal health, boost our immunity, and rejuvenate us to face the next day and all the stress that comes along with it. So use those 15 minutes before you sleep to plant the seeds and the thoughts of what you want your next day to be, how you want your next day to pan out, and automatically you'll find that you will be able to wake up without without all this problem of crawling back into bed, hitting the snooze button because there's nothing exciting to look forward to. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.